Hello, this is Creativa and I'm back again, and this will be getting its own My Thoughts episode in the future, but I just wanted to talk about how brilliant this season 4 of Carmen Sandiego was. Like, it does start out kind of slow-paced, but so does every season after season 1 to me. It just does. But at least unlike with season 3, we got more conclusion. And we got some more of some of my favorite characters and stuff like that. But most importantly, even though we didn't see her face, we finally got an answer as to who Carmen's mom really was and the fact that she was still alive. But let's start from the beginning of season 4. And I just want to talk about some of the things I liked. I'm going to talk about it, like I said, more in depth in its own My Thoughts episode. But I loved Rush and Ivy. That was great. She was a blast. I loved seeing new characters. The Gold Lady was really cool. The two people they met while they were in Beijing, and the opera scene with that was really cool. And yeah, also more of Graham Gray Crackle. He, outside of Carmen, is one of my absolute favorite characters. And the fact we got more of him this season was great. Especially, it was nice seeing, when Carmen turned evil, it was nice seeing, their dynamic again, because I will say it, I am one of those Graham Carmen shippers. Because honestly, they're cute. They're heckin' cute. Shadow-san was okay this season. He didn't really do much. Him and Zach were kind of pushed to the side a little bit this season, which was meh. But other than that, pretty good season. We got more of Chief actually doing things in person and not just through her hologram pen, which was pretty cool. We actually got to see her at, coffee shops and talking with people and that sort of thing. And more Julia. I missed Julia so much. Jules is just a little sweetheart and I love her. How dorky she is for history is just great. She literally reminds me of me. I am that history nerd. And then Chase. Yeah. He's Chase. He was good this season. Still his wacky self, but I'd feel hurt too if I got stood up and I didn't know why. Turns out, Julia was kidnapped by the bad guys. Also, the robots were interesting. But, yeah, not my favorite thing. Bellum and the robots this season were just really the only thing I'm why though? Just why? I am one of those kids that was born in late 1990s, early 2000s. 1998, so I don't remember much of the original reruns of the show, but they did a lot more with the more villainy characters than this show did. Also, learning player's real name. Well, technically, he learned his last name. That was cool. I thought they would have his last name start with the P, like last name. Like starts with the same letter as his player tag. As his gaming tag player, that would have been cool. But no, his last name is Bennett, and it's great. Because I just like that last name, because before one of my friends got married, that was her last name. So I'm like, oh, that's cute. That's so cute. But yeah, player was great. Poor kid struggling through public school. I feel that. I was a public school kid. Granted, I was never homeschooled. But my 19-year-old brother has done both public and homeschool, so I'm like, ha ha, that was you. So I saw a little bit of my brother in player during those parts, and that was cool. But yeah, like I said, and then the takedown of Vile at the end, and the fact that anyone who puts on the cape and the hat can be the next Carmen Sandiego and save the world was a nice touch. Very, and a lot of other people have said this, but it's very much like a passing the cap thing. Like you get with things like Kim Possible and like old-timey superhero cartoons. It's like, especially with like the Green Lantern cartoons, where it's like, this is yours now. It's even with Young Justice to some extent, but it's just really cute, and I love it, and it was a nice touch. But yeah, I'll do a more in-depth episode of my thoughts on season 4, along with 3, 2, and 1, eventually. But I just wanted to say what I enjoyed about the season that we just had. And yeah, only nitpick is that we didn't get to really see her mom's face. But other than that, really, really well done. A little slow at the start, but really started picking up towards the end. So good, so perfect. Until the next one, adios.